great ones. 20 years ago, why some people were so much more successful and fulfilled than others was a mystery to me. Were they smarter? More educated? More talented? The answer is no. Well, I've come across a genius or two over the years, but 99% of the time, the answer is much simpler. The great ones become great because they are more mentally tough. Are there any mentally tough people in this room? Right? Through tough time and effort, they have learned to take control of their thoughts, their feelings, and attitudes in the game of life, and in turn has rewarded them handsomely. How many of you in this room are willing to pay the price to become successful in this company? Yes? It says here, you can do the same thing if you commit yourself to never-ending personal growth and development. I've said this many times throughout this book, but it's worthy repeating. Champions invest time in getting better. School is never out for the great ones. Have you ever been to the bookstore and wondered who reads all those business and self-improvement books? It's not the poverty class, or the working class, or the middle class. It's the world class. Are we world class in WFG? Yeah! The people who need it most wouldn't even consider it, and the people who need it least wouldn't consider missing it. A never-ending cycle of self-education is a centerpiece of the world-class consciousness. All it takes to get started is a decision to do it. How many of you have decided that poverty is of the past and you're going to become wealthy in the future? How many of you guys? Yes? And it says right here, throughout this book, I reference the old cliche, the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. When I first began studying mental toughness, I didn't understand why. I do now. After reading this book, I hope you do too. Listen, this morning, we have the privilege, and I want you guys to give him the best World Financial Group welcome we can give him. If you can all take your seats, if you can all get in your best position, put your butt back in the chair, right? You see that person nodding off on the side, give a little bit of an elbow? I want you guys to be at your peak state and taking copious notes this entire day, because I will tell you this, I have never dreamed of a better lineup in a workshop event that's what we have here at World Financial Group's Convention of Champions 09. Steve Siebold is a former professional athlete and national coach. He spent the past 25 years studying the thought processes, habits, and philosophies of the world-class performers. Today, he helps Fortune 500 companies increase sales through mental toughness training. His clients include companies like Johnson & Johnson, Procter & Gamble, Toyota, etc., etc. His book, 177 Mental Toughness Secrets of the World Class, has sold over 100,000 copies. His new book is Coaching 177 Mental Toughness Secrets. Steven's national television show, Mental Toughness with Steven Siebold, won the 2007 Telly Award for the most outstanding motivational talk show, and he's here in the house with us this morning. In 2005, the National Speaker Association awarded Steve the Certified Professional Speaker designation for platform excellence and business success. As a professional speaker, listen to this. Steve ranks in the top 1% of all income earners worldwide. Is that a big deal? Yeah. Could you learn something just a little bit from Steve this morning? What do you guys think? Yeah. He's with us today to share some of the most powerful mental toughness coaching techniques you can use to increase your team's retention and growth rate. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up and help me give me the WFG warmest welcome to our good friend and mentor, Mr. Steven Siebold!
Back with WFG. No enthusiasm whatsoever in this room. That's what I wonder about you guys, you know. I got to do it one time. I got to do it about 3 years ago in Orlando, and we had a big room kind of like this, but I've been waiting for 3 years to do it again. Here it is. You know what it is. You know what I'm going to do. Fantastic. I want you to imagine this. Imagine imagine that Arnold Schwarzenegger, Oprah Winfrey, and Lance Armstrong, the bicycle racer, got into WFG. Here's my question. How many people in this room would bet against any one of these three individuals making it to the top? Okay, how about Donald Trump? Martha Stewart, now that she's actually out of jail? It's good. It's hard to work and promote WFG with the ankle bracelet. It's not a good thing for credibility. There's an old saying in performance, you might have heard it. Goes like this. A bet against the champion is a bad bet. So what is it about these people? What is it about these people that allows them to go from success to success to success, no matter what they do? I mean, right here in California, Arnold Schwarzenegger, a perfect example. Here's a young kid, grows up in Austria, poor, right? He decides one day, I'm going to be bodybuilding champion of the world. And then he does it. A couple years later, I'm going to Hollywood to be movie action hero. And he does it. Then unbelievably, to a lot of people in this room in California, he says, I want to be governor of California. He can't even spell it. And here we are with Governor Schwarzenegger. So what is it about these people that allows them to do these things when everyone else is struggling? This is what I've spent 25 years studying, and I think it comes down to two words. Matter of fact, June just said it. The words are mental toughness. Mental toughness. What does it mean? In a nutshell, I think it means they have